everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. And I know we just did a whole long video with a lot of digging, but I'm feeling a digging time lapse. Let's go! Hello everyone, voiceover Sam here, just here to explain a little bit about what I'm doing. I know last video I talked about potentially changing the height of the rest of the layers as I'm going down, and I did kind of figure out what I wanted. So I think I dug maybe 2 more layers that were at that 5 height, and then I started digging 2 layers that were at the 6, 2 at the 7, all the way down to 10. So I have one at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think when we're standing at the bottom of the base, that's really going to help sell the shape. Because really, all we want is for it to look like a volcano when everything is said and done. I will also note that I forgot to record a little bit of it. I did, after I finished digging all the way to that level we have our other hole at, start going through the top area and sectioning it out. You'll see it in the next clip after this little mining time lapse, how I went in and I think I made about 16 sections in the top. I might be wrong, don't quote me on the 16. I was just making sections for whatever felt right and easy. And I'm going to start digging in by those sections now. And we are now reaching the end of this time lapse. I hope you enjoyed my little explanations. I promise there is sometimes a little method to my madness and the way my brain works when I play this game. And we are back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of commentary as I sectioned out the rest of the volcano that we need to dig down. These sections are definitely going to help me. As you can see, I already dug all the way to the bottom for these walls, but now that I have the sections, I can slowly work and bring everything down to that layer over there. I think now being able to work in sections is just another way that I'll be able to help my brain through the very tedious process of digging out this entire thing. And don't forget, we're still going to need to dig out the entire outside of the mountain too, and then build everything. So we are just getting started. But now I have another project I want to start. I actually want to build a gold to bartering farm so I can get a bunch of black stone for when we do eventually start building this up. However, of course, before you can make a gold to bartering farm, you need a magma block farm. That's the first step every single time, just because you need so many magma blocks. So, I fell again. That's a little embarrassing, but we're gonna keep it in the video anyway. But why don't we get started? Let's go! And here we have another example of something I have never done before. I've never made a gold to bartering farm before, so I've never had the need to make a magma cube farm. I am following a tutorial, and that will be linked in the description below. I found the tutorial mostly helpful. It was a little hard to count in some areas, but I think I figured it out for the most part. And as I'm recording this after the fact, I can already tell you the farm works like a charm. If you want one, go use the one in my description. It's super easy. And look, I'm almost done filling it in. Hope I don't get cut out again. but I won't because I still have to finish filling in the leaves. So, not going to be as cool of a transition this time. Okay, we are back from building the little farm. I'm going to go into free cam so that I can show y'all how it is working. So all of the magma cubes spawn on here. Sometimes they fall off, but that's okay. In my opinion, it works pretty well. Occasionally a ghast will spawn, but it doesn't really affect my rates too bad. So all of these magma cubes spawn and they see this little iron golem right here. All of these leaves are placed in a way so that they cannot actually harm the iron golem as they try to go after it, and the iron golem cannot harm it. And then they get put onto these little berry bushes. I know I could technically put snow and I think frogs down here. I might make a frog-light farm a different time following this same kind of style, but we currently need all of the magma cubes, and then they get collected via this little railway system. And then they get collected via this railway system and auto-crafted into the cubes right here. So why don't I fly down and show y'all how much I've collected. Oh, that is a very loud, unpleasant noise. But I've been here for about an hour and I've collected this much. I'm going to AFK this spot for a few more hours just until I actually have an entire chest full and this one mostly full. But if you look into the auto crafter, you can... Oh, I guess most of them died already. So I'm going to keep AFKing this spot, and I will see you back when I have everything. Okay, I now have all of the magma block cubes I need. Now we just have to gather a few more things, including a few more shulker boxes. So I'm going to collect all of that, and why don't we have a little bit of a resource gathering montage? Let's go! And oh wow, this is going really fast. It may seem like it's going a little slow or it lags on forever since there is 4 whole minutes of me gathering ingredients and supplies I need. However, this did take me about 4 hours to gather everything I needed for the farm alone. I should have known, based off the amount of time it took me to gather the resources, what was ahead of me. That's a little subtle foreshadowing there. But if you see some pauses, that's because I did take breaks in my little 4 hours worth of gathering materials. You should always take breaks when you play games. Never play games for 4 hours straight. But I'm gonna let y'all have a little music for the next 3-ish minutes. And we are back. We currently have everything we need. So why don't we get this show on the road? Let's go. And we are back for just one final time lapse. Like I said, this is going to be a gold to bartering farm, and the link will, of course, be in the description. I'm going to be completely honest. For the most part, I did not watch the video at all. I was using the Lightmatica download for the farm. It made things easier when I was placing the slabs, as you see now, and for when I'm placing the magma cubes. Probably should have paid attention to the actual video when we get to the redstone, since I know absolutely nothing about redstone, but you will see that soon. And this actually is right about the point where I finally realized what I got myself into. I think I was working on this farm in total for about 6, maybe even 7 hours, and a few hours of that was just placing magma blocks. It took forever, and I was seriously regretting my life decisions at that point. Some of it, I think about 2 hours, was me working on redstone, but as you will find out at the very last clip, I did not even complete this farm. I ran out of time, and my mental power was just completely drained, especially since I know nothing about redstone. I will try to have it completed and working properly by the end of episode 10. It's just going to take a lot of mental power that I don't have time for and no longer have for the day. I will say, though, it is quite satisfying watching it all get filled in. It was not satisfying to do. I kept accidentally double placing slabs, which is why you'll randomly see like a hole for a second. That part was not satisfying at all, but watching it all get filled in is really super satisfying. And I think we're about to move on to the redstone bits. Oh, nope, I was wrong. We're doing the trapdoors. After the trapdoors, we're going to move on to the redstone bits, where I continued to follow the Lightmatica print. However, I probably shouldn't have done that. I, knowing me, probably placed redstone down at the wrong time and messed things up, and I might even end up needing to completely redo it if that's just easier. However, the video I was following was doing it all in creative and wasn't being super specific about the blocks that were staying there permanently and that were just temporary blocks. So I was running into a bit of issues, and using the Lightmatica world download helped me with that. But maybe I should actually check it out to look at the redstone, since I have no idea how redstone works. I'll be honest. I should probably learn at some point, and we will probably do a segment called Learning Redstone with Sam, even though Sam does not know how to do redstone at all. But we are nearing the end of this clip, where I eventually just give up because I am done. Okay, and I think right here is actually where I'm going to call it quits for this episode. So we have majority of the structure done. We have all of the gold farm area, including all of the redstone for the auto crafters. The only thing we don't have done is the automatic sorter. That's going to end up going right here. And we need the piglins that go in here. I think 3 of them go in here, and then I put a little grass block on it. But this project has just taken much longer and much more mental capacity than I thought it would. So I just think we have to sadly finish this in another episode. But don't worry, we will have it completed by the end of next episode, along with maybe a little something special for it being our 10th episode. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I also know that there was recently a new Minecraft update, so leave a comment if you want me to update my little server and check out the Chaos Cubed update. I'll see you next time, but for now, goodbye!